thought we played well. We did what we set out to do. We didn't give them a ton of offensive chances. We didn't give them a lot of zone time. Our breakouts were good, and we got one on the power play. So it was a good game by us.
Not that you weren't confident games 1 and 2, but when you do get that first win, what does that do? You know, going into a game 4, you know, having gotten that win and knowing if you stick to what you want to do, you can get victories.
The first one was important for us, and I feel like we played well enough to at least get a split down in Carolina, but it didn't happen. We're still down 0-2. So to respond the way we did, get the big victory, and you know, it's the same win or loss. You learn from the game, and you prepare for the next one. So we like to think that, yeah, the momentum will carry over, but it's a new game for both teams, and there was a lot to like.
Does the puck going on the power play there, does that do something confidence-wise for the power play that finally went in?
I mean, it helps. I thought we moved around pretty well. We didn't get any power plays in game 2, but I thought we moved it around well, and again, it was just nothing fancy. It was just getting the puck to the net, and some good hand-eye by Kyle, and we got a big goal. But I think there's definitely, as always, there's areas to improve on it. But to get a big goal at a big time was important for us.
Is changing to this other format with 2-point men, does it make it? Is it about simplifying basically what you did there on that play there?
I think you have to adapt. I mean, they got a very good penalty kill. So it's about, just like everything, it's about making adjustments. If that's open, that's what we'll do to get possession, and it's got to be interchangeable though. But for that, I think for that instance, it worked.
Can you just take us through the emotions of that goal when Parise scores and what the building was like?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was, you know, it had the makings of another overtime game, but we were able to capitalize and then have a pretty good outburst right after it. But, you know, that goal was awesome. You know, you could just tell after giving up the shorty, it was, you know, there was a lot of tension in the building, but to get one at that time, you know, what an atmosphere that created. It was great.
What about the kills, Zach? I mean, they started the series 2 for 2, and essentially since haven't had a true power play goal.
Yeah, we again, going back to what I was saying about our power play, they made some nice plays in game 1 and capitalized, and there's things that you learn from and make sure that you cover that and don't let that happen again. But I think we've done a good job on the kill. Ilya's made the big saves when there has been a breakdown, but we've had a good kill all season, and we gave up a couple in the first game, but since then, I think it's been really good.
5-on-5, is there maybe a confidence that after 3 games that you can get to your game against these guys a little bit?
We've been a good 5-on-5 team for the most part, you know, pretty much the whole year. And, I think we've liked the way we've played 5-on-5. I think our breakouts have been good, and one of their strengths is you know, extended offensive zone shifts, and we've been breaking out well and haven't been giving him too much from that standpoint. So yeah, 5-on-5, I think there's a lot to like.
How have you adapted to the speed they bring, especially, you know, on the forecheck there that was maybe giving you a little bit of trouble in game 1?
I think just being more as a breaking out as a unit, knowing what we want to do and how to execute it. I think you know, they do a really good job of hounding our defensemen. They don't give our defensemen a lot of time, and so they have to make quick decisions, and us as forwards, we have to know where the puck is going to go. And I think that for the most part, done a good job of that and gotten out of our zone quickly.
You've been physical all series long, but how much of a spark is it when a guy like Pajot is sending someone into the bench or just laying people out?
It's great. A big hit. They've got a lot of skill over there, so we have to make sure that we are being physical. And we got you get great response from the crowd with that, and I think everybody feeds off it.
Well, you mentioned the crowd, Zach. You've played 2 years of regular season games there. How was last night different, just crowd-wise, noise-wise?
No comparison. I mean, it was. I wasn't lucky enough to play in the Coliseum games, and I just heard about them and watched them. But last night was great right from the beginning, and it goes hand in hand. You got to give them something to cheer about. But they're passionate. The chance that they have and everything, it's so cool, and it excites us. It excites the team, and hopefully they'll be louder even for the next game.
What do you think that physicality does to a team that predicates itself so much on both speed and skill?
I mean, you hope it just takes its toll later as the series goes on. They've got mobile defensemen. You have to get a piece of them. You can't let them skate and get up in the rush. But that's how playoffs is. I mean, rarely do you see people skating by checks. That's how the game is played at this time of the year, and I think we've done a good job of that, of trying to get a piece of them when we can.